banished from Earth Classic Game Room broadcasts from the intergalactic space arcade on its never-ending mission to review everything. Welcome to Classic Game Room. Let's pull this Nintendo game out of its protective sleeve, leaving it vulnerable. Just long enough to show you that it's Galaga, and then put it back in, and neatly place it on the shelf. Enjoy the review. Just kick back and enjoy the smooth, relaxing beats of Galaga, capably handled by the Nintendo Entertainment System, which may not be known for its arcade games, but Galaga is a good one. And it's good on pretty much anything. You really don't need a whole lot of horsepower to handle 1981's Galaga, but you still want the game to play well, which it does here. Now, for those who aren't familiar with the game, Galaga is more than just a colorful version of Space Invaders. It's the sequel to 1979's Galaxian and features a wide variety of ways that you can score points. Here's where I'm letting the aliens kidnap my spaceship. Take one of my extra lives because I'm going to put it to good use soon. There you go. If you can shoot that guy without blowing up your spaceship, you get it back, and then you have twice the firepower, but you're also twice the fat target to hit. Yeah, there's lots of cool tricks like that in Galaga. You also get more points for shooting enemies in the air, rather than just blowing them away in their little Space Invaders like line that moves back and forth. And here's something else you won't find in Space Invaders, this awesome challenge stage, which isn't too hard when you have two spaceships firing in tandem. But don't let the ease that I'm wiping these aliens out deceive you. Galaga is insanely hard. In fact, I'm terrible at this game, even though I really enjoy it. And I like this version of Galaga. It's as good as just about any other version of Galaga I've seen, including the excellent Atari 7800 Galaga. I've also played the arcade machine quite a bit. You can frequently find a Ms. Pac-Man Galaga 20th Anniversary Collection machine out there if you look for it. And of course, Galaga is featured in the beginning of War Games. Matthew Broderick is playing it in the diner or restaurant at the beginning of the movie. Way to go, me. I couldn't hit the broadside of a barn right there. Letting the enemy capture your spaceship is definitely a risk versus reward decision. You get twice the firepower, but then you also lose an extra life. So try not to squander it like I did there, poorly. Getting back to the NES game, I think the sound and the music and the gameplay, the graphics, everything looks quite good for a 1980s Nintendo game. Galaga may be simple by today's standards, but you still want the home console version to play like the arcade game, which it does nicely here. So if you're collecting for the NES and you love Galaga, yes, I would recommend this. But there's many other ways that you can also find Galaga these days. Namco has been hard at work keeping one of its best games relevant. It's also on PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and like I said, keep an eye out for that Galaga Ms. Pac-Man arcade machine. It's one of the games you're likely to see in a bar or restaurant somewhere. Uh-oh, a challenge stage with only one spaceship that I don't have memorized. I'm going to make a mess of this, so I'll just cover up the footage with the map. Thank you once again to Mark from Fresh Meadows in New York for sending Galaga on the NES to the show. Excellent game on or off the Nintendo Entertainment System. If you're looking for a serious old-school arcade-style challenge, then you can't go wrong with a couple games of Galaga. Just don't expect it to be easy.